President Yoon Suk-yeol chaired his regular economic affairs meeting, but the 80-minute-long session proved to be a departure from previous ones that were held behind closed doors for the most part. Connyoung starts us off.
Nearly 24 South Korean ministers and top presidential office aides in an open roundtable with the president on live television, actively exchanging policy ideas on how to breathe life into the economy. Not a scene the Korean public is used to seeing at all. And spotted in this meeting not only officials in charge of business and economy, but President Yoon's national security advisor and his defense minister. South Korea's chief executive officer kicked off the session by explaining why the unconventional approach on this Thursday.
투자와 경제 활동이 위축된 가운데 활력을 불어넣기 위해서 정부가 어떤 정책을 가지고 있는지 또 계획을 수립해서 실천을 할지 궁금해하시는 분들이 많이 있습니다.
His finance minister set the tone of Mr. Yoon's 11th emergency meeting on economic affairs, but the first to be televised by laying out the reality.
South Korea's heavily export-dependent economy faces growing risks due to a mix of high interest rates, strengthening U.S. dollar, and skyrocketing inflation across the world. The slump in exports is expected to continue for the time being.
For the following 80 minutes, Yoon's ministers took turns proposing policy measures pertaining to their respective fields, largely in 5 areas. Betting hard on the nation's core industries, like a $700 million support for the chips industry, doubling down on defense and nuclear power plant export, and revamping overseas construction and easing financial restrictions on the housing sector, to cementing global leadership of the country's rechargeable battery manufacturers, K-contents, and the digital economy. Yoon weighed in throughout the discussion, calling for comprehensive measures in stabilizing supply chains and highlighting the close link between nuclear power plants, the defense industry, and national security.
이렇게 모든 부처가 그래서 전부 이런 국가 전략 산업을 하여튼 지원하고 촉진시킨다고 하는 이런 산업과 수출에 매진하는 이런 부서라는 생각을 가지고 우리가 일해야 되지 않겠습니까?
President Yoon, his cabinet and top aides concluded the meeting by seeing eye to eye that it is the government's job to come up with meticulous economic revitalization measures that would enable the private sector to compete on a level playing field. Connyoung, Arirang News.